Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hang with the Hooligans. So, I don't know about you guys, but when you buy a new fleshlight, do you guys ever find yourselves, when you're throwing the other one out, thanking it for its service?
Um,
Hi, I'm Chuck Bailey.
I'm. Jeez. No. Hi, I'm Doug.
That's exactly what I was going for, too.
No. I will add the caveat that I did say good service to the one sex doll I ever had.
Yeah!
Yeah, I never had a fleshlight, so I had that blowjob machine thing, and I was like, that's mid. I was like, mid. I would not think it's for its service.
Oh.
Did you give it cab fare?
No.
Tell it to leave?
But you probably did have to put a sticker on it for the city to take it away.
No, it wasn't that. Jesus, you think it's like an iron lung size, like a washing machine?
I figured it'd have like handles on it or something at least, you know?
No, it was like a weird thing where there was like beads, and the beads like go up and down, and then you put essentially like the inside of a fleshlight in that.
Okay.
And then you're just supposed to stick lube and then your wiener in there, and
Yay!
I was like, this isn't it. Nice try, guys.
Too much action going on.
Yeah, I was like, nice try, guys. This is just, I'm not a wet guy, so I know what you're doing. Wet guys, it's a wet guy conspiracy. You know. Anyway, so are you guys dry guys or wet guys? No.
Hey, man, I think you could be in the mood for anything at some points.
We talking hands or flashlights?
Well, I would hope. I can't even imagine going and dry on a fleshlight. Just like rubbing your wiener on
that
a
would
fucking
freaking
tire.
hurt. Well, which would hurt more, a sock or a lubeless fleshlight?
God, my dick has rubber burn. What the fuck?
What hurts more, rubber or rug burn?
Does it smell like burning rubber?
Well, I'm thinking, I was like,
It
all my
smells
socks
like
are
burning
cotton.
rubber and
Or
depression.
like, yeah, I think I don't have any, like, well, I think I have one pair of wool socks, and they're, like, soft. So I'm sitting there, like, I think the socks would be better, but I've never, you know.
I mean, that also sounds like it chafes.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm thinking, like, well,
You
naturally
definitely wouldn't want it wet, because it would be worse.
trench dick.
Trench dick?
It's what happens when you don't change your cum sock.
Oh my god!
This is a public service announcement.
See, there you go. That's
Also, by the way, I'm Alex.
yeah. See, I'm glad we're trying to go with the new intro format.
Welcome to the Hooligans.
Yeah, we are hanging with the Hooligans. Rabid fans of sticking our wiener in things that we shouldn't.
Yes, absolutely. Like paper towels.
Paper towels. Oh my god.
Y'all ever made that mistake before?
Paper towels?
Yep.
I'm just thinking about like. when
Wait,
I've
you
had-
tried to fuck paper towels?
No.
using
Okay.
it as a rag, maybe.
Oh, is it
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes, and then
Oh,
trying
dude.
to clean it off afterwards. Woo.
Oh man, I've used shirts.
No, I've been desperate and had to like use that for like toilet paper before though, and I'm like, how does it feel like so fine on your hands, but on your butthole you're like, no. It's like so much more abrasive. It doesn't make sense to me.
What ply is this shit?
Yeah. I didn't know there were splinters on this thing.
You took this fucking thing right off the tree, didn't you?
Yeah.
Is that how I got my hemorrhoid? My God.
Yeah.
It might not be how you got them, but it's how you keep them.
Right.
Hemorrhoids and fleshlights. Fuck yeah.
Good start. Good start.
There we go. Yeah, that's
Now get into serious topics.
Like, yes.
No.
Anyways, there's a genocide in Yemen. No.
But there is something I
Jeez.
want to say. You know, getting this new audio setup has changed so much for us. Like we may not be getting big numbers as far as listeners goes, but we have almost tripled our listening time. We went from, I know it sounds kind of pathetic, but 5 minutes to fucking around 15.
Righteous.
That's
Righteous.
a pretty big improvement, I think.
Well, okay, and so is that a calculation of averages?
Averages.
Okay, so yeah,
They're like,
and over how long of a time? Do you know? Is it
Oh, just over the last couple days.
okay?
Since the last episode.
I mean, I'm not gonna put too much of a burst in our bubble, but I did look at the analytics from the YouTube studio, and it showed me 4 views. But that shit never like updates like right, so like it could have been, especially because I wasn't actively on the Hooligan Media
Okay.
YouTube, but that's good that it's good to see that we have more listening time. Was that overall like average?
That was average.
Okay. I was about to say, yeah, if we got the like, I could understand having a shorter average or listening time, especially like for the last episode. So many people probably heard mental health and were like, "Yep, I'm out,"
And I'm out.
Right.
because like there's so many people that are like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about that."
Yep. They're
So-
like, yeah, no, I'm done.
And that's why we talked about
And that's
Other-
why today we bring to you water parks.
water parks. That's a good, yeah, a good start because lately actually for like probably all year I've been craving a pool. Like, well, whether it's a hot tub or like just getting a pool, I've been wanting to go, and I kept telling my fiance, and she just didn't care.
Or a nice tub.
Yeah, or a nice tub. Yeah, I mean a tub
If
is
it's
like
got H2O, I'm in.
yeah. I don't know if I could really say a tub's the same because like, if I take a bath, like there's part of me that's like, especially because like my bath's like a normal size bath, not those giant ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there like I want to displace so much fucking water if I don't let it.
Right? If I move my foot, I'm going to displace this entire tub.
Yeah. So like a hot tub, that's good. You just cook yourself in there, and then the pool's nice because you just
Yeah,
cool
you're just
yourself in
swimming.
there.
Yeah.
Versus like a cold shower, same thing as the pool technically, but like there's like a active element to that where you're like standing and then you're like you got to move under the fucking water so you're not like submerging yourself in it. So that's also why I wanted a polar plunge, so I could just submerge myself in cold water the same way you could hang out in hot water. So but in lieu of we're not wealthy dudes, so I'm not wasting money on a hot tub or any of that yet. So we checked out the water park at a casino nearby.
Mm-hmm.
It was I thought it was pretty cool, but like the pool was very shallow compared to like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure in California most pools go at least to like 6 feet, 7 feet, right?
Right, yeah.
You would agree?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, this one stopped at I think 6 foot. I actually don't even think. I think it was 5 foot.
5.
Yeah, 5 feet. And I'm like, huh, that's a weird one. And then it goes like all the way up to like 6 inches. So it's like really, it's a really cool shape.
This is a pool you can walk out of.
Yeah.
Okay, it is walking. That's so cool. I love those.
Yeah. And me and Alex went there, and yeah, it was a busy day that day. So we didn't get to rule it quite when like me and my fiance went, where there was a lot fewer people. So we got to mess around everywhere. Here we were like just sitting there, then out of nowhere children would be next to us.
Yeah,
and
it'd
like,
just be a reminder. It's like, oh yeah, next time we bring a friend with a kid. Like,
I'm not even. It's not even that. It's just like the overcorrection of not wanting to look like a creep. So it's like you don't want to hang out by children, which is so weird because it's like no, just be normal and don't fucking like be a pervert or something, and you're fine.
Right?
yeah.
Or don't annoy kids, but like you could be nice and like talk to kids or whatever, be friendly with people. But like it's so funny because everyone, especially nowadays, there's so much like fear of like other like strangers and stuff.
Yeah.
That, like we have this
yeah.
thing where we're
I
like,
would say paranoia at this point in time.
that's a good way. Yeah, paranoia where it's like that guy could be dangerous. Don't talk to him. It's just like it's valid, but when you're in public, there's a there's a level of like community that we should also have.
Yeah.
So it's funny understanding like that element of how it should be versus like I don't want to be perceived as a creep though, so I'm gonna. So we were like kids would like get next to us and we'd move, you know.
We'd look at each other like, ugh, let's get the fuck out of here.
And one thing Alex really wanted to bring up is we were having a good old time, and I was like bobbing my head. I was letting my head like. Well, no, I was kind of like floating low though, because I just lifted my legs and kind of let myself bob around, and my face was pretty close, like pretty much in the water, and a fucking Band-Aid like went right by me.
Dude, it touched him like right here down his cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like, you know how you accidentally suck in water? Like if I had done that, I would have had a Band-Aid in my mouth.
Yeah. And then there was just one on the bottom of the pool too.
Yeah, later we saw one on the bottom of the pool too.
No.
Like, yeah.
You gotta imagine. I mean, what if it was just one person? It's like you can't hold on to fucking one Band-Aid. You gotta put another one on now.
Yeah.
Water, Band-Aid. No.
Like, I want to ask description of it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm just gonna creep myself out here, man.
It was
just an average Band-Aid.
It was a Band-Aid you don't want to put too much thought into.
Yeah.
My friend.
But, you know, it was only 2. It was at a water park, you know.
Brother, we were already swimming around in little kid like piss.
Yeah,
Like,
well, yeah. If you...
yeah, it was a water park.
The ratios in there are not kosher.
Yeah. They put the pee in the ool.
Yeah. We didn't even go on the slides. Like, you know the thing that people love about the water park? I still haven't gone on those yet.
What?
Yeah, still.
Why?
We were just having fun talking.
Yeah, we were talking. We were going on the lazy river.
I mean...
Oh, the lazy river was fun as shit, though.
yeah, Lazy River's bomb.
The Chinese came out of me on that one for a second. I was like, Lazy River?
Jeez.
He's Chinese, guys. Relax.
Lazy River? Yeah. One of these, I might have to just pull the trigger and do a DNA test, even though they're going to be like, yeah, tell all the medical industry or medical insurance companies, like, bad genes, bad genes, bad genes.
Right? Right?
But,
Insurance. It's a scam.
yeah. But, yeah, we were just having a fun time bobbing around. You're supposed to do an inner tube, just like, you know, you're supposed to for an actual river. But I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I was just bobbing, just without one, just floating along. And it's funny because, like, some kids will go way faster than you and then just start bumping into you because you can't really control where you're going completely. Like, unless you get up or start swimming or whatever. So you just run into people. And, yeah, so many times I'm just floating. And I'm probably floating, like, well, at times I'm floating, like, 5% slower than everyone else. And at other times I'm floating, like, 10% faster. Depends where you are on it. So, like, yeah, I had some, like, mom and her kid hit me. Like, these little kids bumped into me. Pretty sure, like, yes, the same little kids bumped into him at one point. We're like, dude.
Get away.
Yeah, even worse than them just coming around. It's just like, ah.
Just keep a stick next to you to just push the tube away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, too, is that mom kind of became like a meme throughout the day. It was mostly mine. Because all of a sudden, like, she'd disappear for a while. And then all of a sudden, she'd walk right in front of us or something. And I'd just be like, hello? All day. It's so stupid, but to me, it was just so fucking funny.
Yeah, at one point, she came by right next to us. And, yeah, he did that.
Hello?
And then,
Is it me? I don't know how much I can get into that without getting in trouble.
yeah, well, we're not even monetized right now, so
what?
we're in the clear.
Okay,
But,
good.
Yeah, some mom also waved in our direction. I was like, I don't know if she was waving at us. Like, I wonder if she thought, like, we were someone else and then, like, fully committed.
Wait,
and then
the
we
one
just
with
went,
the giant boobs that we...
No.
I was like, I have to look forward.
No, it was the one wearing red.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very nice.
Way to mention the boobies, though.
Hey, man. It is what it is.
We people watch. You're going to notice things.
Well, the thing is I'm
Well, yeah.
telling on myself. Right? I'm telling on myself. I couldn't look in that direction because I'm an idiot.
Because boob.
Yeah.
Because boob.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're at the water park and you're like, I don't want to seem like a creep. Anyways, I'm gonna lingeringly stare at this mom's tits.
Hey now,
It's like, yeah,
I did it. In
I'm
shifts.
afraid of looking like I'm creeping on children. But
Well,
adults are on the table.
This water park was indoors, right?
Yeah,
Can't even use sunglasses.
Oh.
Can't even use sunglasses.
you can, but then you're just that guy walking around in water park with children
Walking
everywhere
in-
with sunglasses on.
But
Yeah.
I mean, usually water parks are outside, so like you would wear
Yeah.
sunglasses outside.
But not in this one. This one, you just kind of look like a creep.
I mean, you look like a creep wearing glasses indoors. Period.
Double if they're mirror shades.
Unless they're aviators, then you look like a badass.
I went through a phase in mainly, I think, 9th grade where I was wearing aviators all the time. I think a little bit of 8th grade too. Thank you, Matt Shadows, for that era of my life.
Fuck yeah.
The aviators.
See, I got a pair of aviators from my dad. He like showed me them, and he's like, "You want them?" I was like, "Oh heck yeah!" Wore those things for the longest time. They were Ray-Bans, way too big for me because I think I got them at like 16.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they were the coolest pair of glasses I ever had.
Oh, dude. I never could find glasses that I liked because I felt like none of them fit my face.
He would wear like hog glasses though, like cop glasses.
Me?
No, him.
Him?
Cop glasses?
Yeah, like the ones that are almost like goggle shaped and colored.
Oh.
Oh, are you talking about those ones that are like that like go all the way around and like are like multicolored half the time?
Yeah, some of them.
God, those things are annoying as fuck.
Dude.
They, it's like they'd be cool if like the right people wore them, but no.
Well,
Cool people didn't wear
you,
those.
You can't see me. I got a big head. Most glasses look really small on my head.
No, you really liked some of the smaller glasses.
Yeah,
like the Ray-Ban
I liked
clones.
wearing. I liked wearing clothes that were too small for me at the time too. But
Yeah, no, the Ray-Ban clones I think were better on you than the cop glasses.
yeah, I liked the Ray-Bans a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cop glasses being the ones that are like that, and then Ray-Bans being Ray-Bans. Okay.
Yeah, Ray-Ban clone. Yeah, and, the ones that everyone's like, these are the only cool glasses. Everything else is lame.
Ray-Ban
Then,
slash.
then
Okay.
there was me going to Dallas or Texas one summer, and I found T-Pain shades. That didn't last very long, though. Alex broke those.
I found some.
No comment.
I found some Kanye shades, like a knockoff.
Oh my
one.
God, that was the same era though, where
The
everyone was
ones
doing
where
the
it was
fucking
just like bars,
like the
in front of
blinds.
glasses.
Yeah, that was the same
So
era.
ridiculous. Didn't work at all.
Yeah, my cousin wore those as well as the like Ray-Bans, but without lenses because I don't need to wear glasses. Like
Oh,
that's what
they
she was
did like
wearing.
the no lens glasses.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I did that plenty of times because I thought I still think I look good with glasses on, but yeah, where I was like, I don't want to ruin my fucking eyes by wearing glasses, because the way they like work,
Prescription or otherwise.
yeah, well, your eyes get used to the prescription or whatever supposedly.
You should just get
It-
reading
it-
glasses then,
it
and
wouldn't
just wear
have-
them like
yeah.
down here, at the end of your nose, so that way you just look fancy, but you're not looking through them.
Mm-hmm.
But then you don't look fancy because it's on the end of your nose.
You look sophisticated, okay?
You get a little bit of that grandma vibe,
I like to call it librarian, okay? And it's hot as fuck.
Yeah, maybe for I don't know your vibe, but I don't think that it would be the same on me.
Jinkies.
Jinkies.
Jinkies, yeah.
Zoinks.
Like Zoink Scoop.
So
That was good.
Thank you.
I know you guys haven't seen it. Neither of you guys watch any of the things I send you on Instagram. But there's
What's Instagram?
Dude.
There's gonna be an episode where I'm gonna have to make you guys go through it.
I mean, I'm down for that. I mean,
Fuck,
some
I
of
forgot
them-
to post up on Instagram too.
Some of them I sent, or some of them are really bad. But there's this one meme though going around right now where it's both a combination of annoying public prankster, but also funny because it's like fantasy themed. It's like a fantasy meme where it's like this little guy, this black metal song like intro plays called like Misanthrope or something, and this guy has like a little cloak on. And he pretends to be a gnome with a butterfly net, and he like for some reason goes into like malls and fast food restaurants and stuff, and he tries to go behind the counter, and people like fucking push him out. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I actually did watch one of those that you sent.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, God, you're so annoying, but like just because of the song and the silly little gnome vibes is so much funnier.
Yeah, I mean, like here's the thing: I get the public nuisance part, but at the same time, I'm like, that's absolutely fucking hilarious. I don't see how anybody could consider that a nuisance.
Yeah, that would make my day if I was working at McDonald's.
Yeah, you
or
can.
whatever.
Somebody, I'm just like, no, go now,
Yeah,
and
get
then
outta
they
here,
leave.
you
You know, like.
Yeah. So gnome memes are happening again.
That's what you can say. You can say no means no. Go away.
No means no. Yeah, and it's funny because a year ago they were happening, and everyone's like silly little gnome memes, and then those like especially snowflakey type of leftist people were like, no, gnomes are a secret Jewish stereotype, and I was like, why do you guys say this about every single fucking fantasy creature? And like every time they're like Tolkien's just depiction of the dwarves being greedy was a Jewish stereotype. I was like, shut up, no, it wasn't.
Well, here's the thing. Like, unfortunately, like it could partially be true.
They're like, they gave them big noses. Jewish people have big noses.
Well, that's just it. I'm not. I have no idea about that conspiracy at all, or even if it's a theory. You know what I mean? But like, the guy wrote about during World War II. You know, like he was from that era. And I mean, I'm sorry, guys, but unfortunately, America hasn't been very Semitic for a while. If that makes sense, like we've been quite anti for a long time.
Yeah, well,
it's been very upsetting learning more and more about how long we have been.
We're not nearly as tolerant as we think we are.
No, are you kidding? No, we are not.
Yeah, to me, it feels like a chicken and the egg situation. Where, of course, there's always been anti-Semitic memes, rather, we're going to just call it memes, throughout culture, where they're like, oh, they're the evil bankers and blah, 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 and that's been, obviously, we know as far back as, like, proto-Hitler, like, before Hitler existed, like, I forget his name.
He just mass-produced it, that's...
Yeah, so it was like some German...
He commercialized it.
Yeah, there's some German guy who, basically, like, started... this school of thought. I'll have to look into that. But, I just know that, art depicts dwarves, goblins, even elves, in different ways, obviously, but mostly, you'll get dwarves and goblins with, like, big noses, and they're both, like, they're shifty little creatures, and they like, they like money, and they trick people, and, and it's like, yeah, that could have been an expression for Jewish people, but I just feel like the mythology attached to dwarves from, like, the Norse mythology end of it, which is the root of dwarves existing. I don't remember the root of goblins existing, but it's still the same thing. Like, it's Germanic, it's Norse, it's like, it doesn't track to me that these people were like, yeah, Jews are these things.
No.
Yeah.
I just feel like, well, first of all, I feel like a lot of people, especially Europeans, try to paint all Middle Easterns folk, whether they're Jewish or Egyptian or Syrian, Persian, whatever. They all try to make them shifty, greedy, haggling people, like, no, you pay 10 shekels, you pay 10 rupees, whatever. Where it's like, I've always seen that depiction in everything where I've never my brain didn't hyper focus on the anti-Semitic property of it. And I think that's what I think some people do because they know people try to sneak it in there, so I think they hone in on that. And I was like, well, greed exists in other parts, greed exists in other forms. It's not always, someone trying to diss Jewish people, because, like, in fact, the people that are super anti-Semitic and they try to diss Jewish people, it's like some of the worst, sadly put together stuff where they're like, yeah, they're in control of everything. Yeah, Jews are bad. They're in control of everything. Like,
Yeah,
If they're so bad, how'd they get in control of everything in your like reality?
yeah, it's that's the issue is that they're either really super strong, your enemy, or your enemy is really stupid or something like
We're
that.
the superior race, yet these sniveling little weak creatures somehow got in control of the world through their evil cabal, and it's like, well, then you guys must not be the master race then.
Or you guys might not.
It all stems from Hollywood.
Yeah, it's the same thing. They do that with like China all the time. Well, not different vibe, but yeah, like the anti-China propaganda is always like China's bad, their stuff's weak, yet we're in debt to them and they're killing us economically.
Right? Yeah. It's.
Well, it's like the logic doesn't track there.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I just wish people would be fucking realistic. I wish they would just be like, yeah, you know what? Like, we need to work on our shit. But, of course, they can't say that because everything's privatized in America. So, like, who's gonna foot that bill?
Right. Mm-hmm. And so that just and somehow trickles all the way down back to every time you get a fun little fantasy creature, someone's like, don't make fun of Jewish people by making these fantasy creatures greedy or comparing them. I don't know. I think it's a problem in there. I think it's their problem when they see something with a big nose and
then they immediately go.
I'm sorry. If I'm playing a goblin character who just so happens to be a thief or greedy or whatever, that's the character. It's never I'm thinking of a Jewish person when I'm making the character.
Yeah, that's one of those things where like. First of all, my association with Jewish people has nothing to do with greed or big noses. It's big boobs. I've never seen a Jewish woman that doesn't have big tits. So that's my stereotype. Sue me. If there's an evil cabal out there, go ahead, send your assassins after me for that one. But no, like the whole greed thing, I always apply
there
that
goes
to...
our viewership.
Right?
Yeah, I always apply like greed to like business people. Like it's not even like a specific demographic. It's just like, there's that shifty business person that's like, no, you buy this because I'm a small business, and like, don't you want to support small business? Pay me $50 for this thing that you can get really cheap somewhere else, that kind of thing. And that's probably because I've seen philanthropy or entrepreneurs. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's a demographic.
So you talking about like the people that sell crystals in a shop for $50 versus like going to ChinaMart.com and buying crystals by the pound for like $5?
Well, I guess that's a version of it. But like, I think sometimes there can be a way that those people have like some kind of ethical level to add to it. I don't know about crystal shops, because like I don't know if they're cutting it themselves. Probably not, because I think China they mine it and cut it. At least I know like jade. I've seen them do that, and it's actually really sick. But no, there's all sorts of things where like small business can be ethical. So that's why I like changed it to like the entrepreneurial type, where they're like, how many people are doing this thing called drop shipping, where
where basically they just hold stock of an item in their house and then they mail it out.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. So you want to buy this thing from Temu? Just buy it from me instead, and then I buy it from Temu. Which is like a really... Once I figured out what that was, I was like, what the fuck, guys?
Basically, it was like a guy who has an Amazon Prime account also has an eBay account. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He buys from one, sells on the other one.
Yeah, see, that's
da, 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 da. I just made everybody a gajillionaire over a night because of that advice.
Yeah. And it's always something like it's like what if you were to do that? What item would you choose?
Well,
like,
and that's just it. Like the one thing that makes like the entire thing confusing is the tools that they use, which is basically like price trackers.
Yeah.
but basically all the price tracking tools that they have, basically it's exclusively to these drop shifters, and I'll show you this formula for $250.
Oh, the masterclass.
Yeah,
people.
you know what I mean. It's just a giant cycle. It's a money laundering scheme, man. I swear to God, it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Being in the author space, of course, there's a level of entrepreneur you gotta be to like sell your own stuff and stuff, and it's really annoying because, as I've said a million times, we're all fighting the algorithm, like our podcast fighting the algorithm, all the little content things I do.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
You gotta fight the algorithm and find a way to get your name out there. So of course, I join little communities of writers just because, like, we do have other friends who are writers, but it's not like, we have like a community of people I could just reach out to and like get feedback. But every time I like join a group and look, it's always like, people will post their thing. Why am I not selling anything on Amazon? And then they'll be like, are you doing a real book for one? Because like apparently there's like, I've seen a million YouTube videos where they're like, publish a book, and basically it's a notebook that you make, and they call them low content books, and Amazon let that ride for a few years, but now they're like, no, fuck you guys, like, we want real books.
So low content books being like basically journals or like like calendar books.
I think coloring books are a low content book that you can do, because like there's at least something there. But yeah, there's plenty of them where they're like, people are still doing it too. Like you can see on TikTok, there's people that will be like, "Oh, look at this is a perfect gift for your dad. It's called Tell Me a Story, Dad." And he'll ask your dad questions, and he'll just write down stuff. And it's like, you could have done that yourself, But that's the whole thing. I looked at, so there's people doing that, and a bunch of people are like, "Fuck you for doing that." And then other ones like people using AI and stuff. But the most annoying thing I see is people being like, "Oh, how do I game the algorithm and all that?" And they're like, "Oh, just join my course, DM me,"
Right?
And so
At a low cost of blah blah blah.
yeah, so I've seen that, and I'm like, oh no. And it's really annoying because like you get that on YouTube for free. Everything tells you. I almost sent Alex a video I was watching last night about YouTube videos and like how to game that stuff, and it all has to do. There's always an element called the SEO, search engine optimization, where you got to use the right keywords. And it's really annoying because it's like, what's the right keywords for you? Would you know how to describe our podcast? What, comedy? Podcast?
Just a talk podcast.
Yeah, chat. Like there's different tags, and it's like, how many other people do you think use podcast?
Yeah.
And so
Nerd. Gotta put that one down.
Nerd. Pop culture. Yeah.
Nerd.
And
Actually, I think I did put us down with pop culture stuff too.
yeah, well, yeah, and that's the thing. We're trying to like game. The goal is trying to find the things supposedly that a lot of people don't use, but it's like if a lot of people don't use those, maybe a lot of people don't see those. So like that's the whole annoying thing about that too. And then on top of that though, people are trying to sell you their courses just to be like, you gotta use the right keywords, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And if you want to know how to start a podcast, just hit me up right now. I'll let you know how to do that for what's a good number, guys?
Just send money to my Cash App, and I'll send you all the words that you need to
What
use.
sounds like a good number? $250.
$250 over 3 payments.
$50 a month, I think, is the Hustler University one. Insane, because that was a thing that taught you how to do sex trafficking.
Jesus.
Sex trafficking you can get away with because,
like for the
You're in
price of
Romania.
1 year of that, you could get a 1 year you could get a 1 year membership to Costco and pay for your groceries like every month with the amount that you would spend in 1 year at that stupid fucking like online university
Yep.
bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
just for the solution to literally be like, get a girlfriend and then make her go on her webcams.
Yeah. What?
It's like,
Yeah, let's see here. 12 times 5, that's like 60. Yeah, so that's like $600 right there, basically, every year somebody shuffles out on that.
yep. And that's the crazy thing, and even crazier. People do that without the courses, where they're just like some of the biggest streamers that are chicks. You know, like one chick had like a secret, I think a secret husband or secret boyfriend that had been forcing her to fucking be like half naked on her stuff and all that, and she does like OnlyFans, and then she like broke up with him finally and was like, dude, like I'm free. And then, like, yeah, she's still stuck doing OnlyFans and all that because that's like the community she created, the audience she created and stuff.
But it's on her terms too. You know what I mean? Like it's
finally she gets all the fucking money though, because like, damn, that's crazy.
That's
it's more of a pimp situation than a
no,
relationship.
legit. That's all it is.
pimps.
It's people that literally looked at pimping and was like, "Hey, let's go ahead and just reword it a little bit, and let's just put it online because nobody can track that."
Yeah, they found
you know what I mean? Like it's just like it just makes it easier, and like, God, man, why are men so terrible?
And that's the crazy thing. These people are all over. They're all over different internet space, like corners, and they always find a new way to reword it. And then yet these people who like these people hate OnlyFans women.
Yeah. What the fuck?
They hate OnlyFans girls. And it's like that's how those guys are making money. You hate the girl when she's independent.
Yep.
Which like I get it. I scroll on Instagram. I get annoyed of all the OnlyFans girls reels because they're fucking savage. There's no like, some of them are creative. I'll give it that, but some are just disgusting.
Let's take this to another level.
Yeah,
all right, now I gotta go on Instagram.
Again, no, seriously, there's
in front of us.
There's one girl who's like, "Don't lose your edge streak. Look at me. Keep going, keep going, keep going." And I'm like, I did send it to you guys because I thought it was funny.
Oh no shit!
yeah,
I'm gonna have to find that.
Yeah, she's like, "Keep going, keep basically acting like you're jerking off to her." And I was like, "What the fuck?" That's like, kids are on that app.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how you end up with the kid asking Jake Paul and Mike Tyson what their body count is.
Right?
They're like, "Jake Paul, what's your edging streak?" Hey, you think I'm kidding, but that is a meme. Like, edging streak is a huge meme right now. So, like,
wait, did someone actually ask him that?
Well, no, they asked about the body count.
But that is a meme. Going around right now.
Edging is a meme. Edging is a Gen A meme. So that means, like, little kids joke about edging right now.
That's fucking crazy.
Yes. Well,
I didn't know shit, man. I was so sheltered. It was like, all right, I'm gonna watch. My only concerns were like Dragon Ball.
Well, I mean, we were perverse in middle school.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
of course. That's the time where you start.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like mainly these the middle schoolers saying,
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure also because in elementary school, kids will say shit and not know what they're talking about,
Right.
or know what it is, but like not really get it.
Yeah. Or like basically, you got elementary school, which is trying to learn it. You got middle school, which is attempting to use it, and then you got high school, which is, oh God, hopefully this works societally.
Yeah, I remember in fourth grade. This is such a gay memory when I think about it. Where one of my friends was like, "Dude, I got a boner," and I'm like, "Dude, really?" And then like, so I thought about some naked women, and I got a boner. I'm like, "Dude, I got a boner too." And it's just like two elementary schoolers like laughing about their boners or whatever.
You killed Doug.
Yeah. Like, we knew what gay was, but apparently that didn't register as gay.
Woo! Jeez Louise. What the?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's...
That threw me off guard.
Well, don't you remember the people that would also, like... We had friends that would, like, joke around about jerking off in class or say or be serious, and they'd be like,
Hey man, I was that teenager that would pull his nutsack out for like anybody.
What?
Just randomly just be like, haha, you saw my fucking balls.
Dude, I forgot which one of our friends was the pocket rubber. Like the pocket puller.
Pocket puller?
Dude, we had a friend who would pocket pull in class where he'd be like, I don't know, I don't want to say, I don't want to make a guess at which one of us it was.
Yeah, don't.
But,
Don't, just...
But, Someone we know. And
I know there was. I remember one kid. They weren't our friend, but
no, one of them was our friend. But yeah, no, they're
Huh.
straight gooners. That's another meme. That's another huge meme for Gen A is gooning.
I heard gooning, but I don't know what it means.
It's basically like when you're a big coomer, like you jerk off a lot. Like people talk about their goon cave, and it's like where they watch porn and just beat off a lot.
Who the what?
I-
Okay. Weird.
back in the day we just called it our room. But
I was gonna say, okay.
You know
What
how
the
like
fuck?
you know how like when porn used to be more distinguished, and your
I
dad
guess-
would have a stash. It's
Yeah.
kind of like that, except it's just their computer.
It's their room, their computer room.
Yeah, it's their computer. They have they might have like a bunch of crusty tissues in the corner. I don't know. I haven't actually seen the pictures, but I've heard the memes about goon caves.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing googling on that.
And then
I'm not googling gooning.
you guys may not remember this. I did joke about our queen, our beloved queen, Gypsy Rose, and her first lover being an absolute gooner because he got arrested for jerking off for 9 hours in a McDonald's.
oh my god,
Ugh.
Yeah, so he was a real
that's
gooner.
such a long time.
Dude.
For me,
And
that's
once
just-
again, why did they let it go on for that long?
well, that's just it. For me, like when you say 9 hours, I'm guessing like he was hanging out at McDonald's for 9 straight hours, going in and out of the bathroom or being just absurdly gross.
Yeah, I just imagine he was sitting at a table where, like, with the free Wi-Fi and just fucking.
Well, and absurdly gross is an understatement, everybody. That's
Yeah.
a very, very big understatement.
Yeah,
What he did was criminal.
yes, yes, definitely disgusting. But yeah, I don't even know how we got here, but we did. We got to gooning and edge streaks and all that.
This is a very sexual episode. We started with fleshlights.
Good God Almighty!
Yeah, that was well,
Ugh.
for us it was 42 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Just about.
I'm just gonna take this moment to apologize to our audience.
I'm not sorry. They're adults, and I respect.
Well,
their,
yeah,
I
hey, we
respect
talked
that.
about water parks.
But
Yeah.
that's just it. That's just it. We didn't give them any transition. We were just like, God, we started.
There's- I think there was a natural transition, and I think it started with mom tits,
Yeah, it did. But good God Almighty!
and then it just naturally came here.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry to the people that were here for the fleshlights and sex, and then you had to listen to Waterpark.
Once again, I'm not.
I'm
I'm
actually
not.
curious
You're a
to
real
find
one
out.
if you made it through this whole episode. I am proud of you, and I
I'm-
want you here every time.
I'm actually curious to see who's gonna prefer this episode to the last one,
Yeah.
because the last one, some people could be like, "Oh, that's fucking boring topic," and then this one, they're like, "Oh my god, here we go." Then there's gonna be other people where they're like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, I
this-
like when they talk about serious stuff."
This
and
is
then,
the Howard Stern show shit I was looking for.
And let us
Yeah.
know. Like we're gonna try to keep this as natural as possible as far as who we are as people and how we speak. But if there are things that you'd like to hear us talk about, let us know.
That's the problem. Is we are both of
any-
these people.
Yeah.
We're just wearing many hats, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want to make the show better for you if we can.
Yeah.
You know, we're open to suggestions.
Yeah, but we are still both of these people,
Yes.
and a secret third person. No.
Whoa.
Fuck, that was
where's
a
my
big
OnlyFans
firework.
money?
My old
I mean,
fist.
where's Daddy's OnlyFans money?
Whew.
Don't even get me
Damn,
started
man, that
on-
one got me.
on Discord mod memes now because the whole
Oh,
daddy.
no.
Oh, other exclaimer for the audience. If you've been hearing, like, booms on occasion, like, I bet you that last one that got picked up on the mic, because that was, oof.
Yeah, that didn't even sound like a firework.
Yeah, nah, that just sounded like something exploded.
If y'all hear him, let us know.
Yep. Of course. Just please comment something, please.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We
So-
really would.
Yeah. Yeah. So the water park was fun.
Yeah, man, it was nice just to have a day where it was just me and Chuck too. Like we weren't focused on any of the other crap. It was just kind of just hang out and be bros.
But it would have been
You
nice
know?
if you guys were there too.
Of course.
You guys were invited.
Mhm. But like I said, it was nice just having that time with that one person.